Okay, so this is a video that I have been looking forward to for a very long time, because in this video I'm going to make my second attempt at building a Partscaster. And I am by no means an expert at this, and this is not an instruction or anything. I just think it's really fun and I just want to share the experience. This time I wanted to do a 1950s style Strat and really have everything aged. And more specifically, I am inspired by the 1956 custom shop one, but with some modifications to fit my own liking, so to speak. And all the parts are bought from eBay because I find that I can really get all the details that I want that way. Otherwise, I feel kind of limited if I just have to find one supplier. Here I can really choose what I like the best for each specific part. So on eBay there are really great builders, like this guitar body is a great example. Here I just specify what I want and then he does a really great job at accomplishing what I ask for. So this is a Sonic Blue and aged Stratocaster body, which I really associate with the 1950s kind of Strats, and I really like this color for some reason, and I really like the aging that he has done, the arm wear, and then these slight dints and dents, and also that he has done this slight change in new ones to simulate aging, and then where the scratch plate is you have the kind of original new ones visible. So that's really cool, and then great job on the back as well. And apart from the body, the neck is really great as well, and this time I made sure that the neck is really made to fit with the body, which was a big mistake that I did in my last build, which I'm going to talk more about later perhaps. And this has the aging effect as well, and this is a really vintage kind of fretboard with 7.5 or something like that radius. And the aged tuners, which I really like. I really like this kind of style of rounded tuners. And then we got the aged scratch plate, and this is a single ply scratch plate because I feel like that really fits well with the 1950s style guitars. I generally like 3-ply scratch plate better, but I mean, I'm going to do a 50s Strat, so it has to be a single ply, so I think it will turn out great. And then we have the aged plastic, which I think looks really cool. Great job there. Then we got this aluminium shielding plate, which is going under the scratch plate, and some aged screws to work with. And then we got the Fender tremolo system, but then someone else has aged it and sent it to me, so that was kind of expensive, but it's good quality and good stuff, and I think it fits really great with the rest of the parts. And then I got a pre-wired electronics, really high quality pots and stuff like that. So yeah, 5-way selector switch, and yeah, that is just to save my time and to minimize the risk that I ruin my kitchen because I don't want to solder too much, since I don't have a good place to solder at. Yeah, and then I got some aluminium tape, because last time I used copper tape, so why not try aluminium tape this time and see if I notice any difference. Okay, so lastly we got the pickups, and I always wanted to try the SSL1 pickups, and now it turns out John didn't actually use them in his 62 Strat, or so it seems. Maybe he used them in his other guitars, we don't know, but I have really heard great tones coming out from these pickups in other demos, so I really wanted to give them a try, and obviously they are great for a 50s Strat build, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to listen to how they sound. Yeah, and then also we got the Fender custom shop toolkit and some other tools as well, so that's great. And since we have a vintage style neck, I'm having this tool here, straight notched edged whatever. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, it's great to make sure that the neck is straight before you put it on the guitar. So yeah, let's get started. Okay.
Today I saw what had become of you, the life you chose. You thought you could walk on water, water. Now you stand here, you have been left again. You sold your friends, you swallowed them whole and spit them out again. In the end, you made it obvious you want it all, want it all. Stop the pose. Was there a time when you followed the line? God damn you, damn you. Was there a time the lies were behind? How dare you, how dare you. Now here you stand, you wanna help again. Lose or win, you force us to walk on water for you. And now I see it's all a waste of time to use our life. You can scream all you want, but it won't get through. Not this time. You made it obvious you want it all, want it all. Stop the pose. Was there a time when you followed the line? God damn you, damn you. Was there a time the lies were denied? How dare you, how dare you. I heard what happened at the Mississippi Bowl. Bad brew and a broken cue, drowning in the storm you made yourself. It's too late for you, goddamn you. Oh, the rain had stopped when you left town. I'm glad you're gone. My conclusion is that our time together formed no bond. The bridge between us shattered long time ago. There was no joy in conflict and broken bones. Stop to see how you live. Stop to see how you live, how you live.
Alright, so now it has been a couple of weeks since I finished building this guitar, and I have to say that I'm really happy with this guitar. And when I evaluate this guitar, I compare it to the 1962 American vintage one, which has been my main guitar since I first got it in 2013, like 4 or 5 years ago. And I have to say that I'm actually more drawn to play this new guitar than this one. I feel like there's a couple of reasons to that. First of all, I really like the sand down neck. It has a really nice feel to it, and it is also a bit thicker. Both are C shapes, but this one is real thin, while this is a bit thicker. And I thought I liked thin necks better because I felt like I had better reachability, if that's a word. But I feel like this is like the perfect balance, because the thicker the neck, the more comfortable it generally is. But if it's too thick, it's generally harder to reach for me. And I feel like this is the perfect balance. this C-shaped kind of neck. It's really comfortable, and I obviously like the relicing effect. It adds character to this instrument, and and one thing that I was worried about was if I would be able to get a good setup of it, because I really like the setup on this one and the stability of the tremolo system and everything. But I have to say that after playing this for a couple of weeks, I feel like it has become really stable, and I feel like I have a good setup on it, similar to this one, and I feel like the tremolo system is almost as stable as on this one. But I had to actually I felt like I got better stability when I set the tremolo completely flat to the body. So I have 4 springs to achieve this. And on the 62 I actually have it floating a little bit, and it was like this when I bought it. So I have never really touched it. So yeah, really great guitar. And another thing I could mention is the fact that I had to get these nut files, very expensive I had to say, but really great quality, to file down each individual slot here to get a good string height in the first frets here, because it was extremely uncomfortable at first, but now I feel like I have a good setup. So this, you basically get a couple of files with different thicknesses, and I guess it's good to have for future builds, because I have to say I'm addicted to this now, because it's really fun to build guitars. And I guess the only thing left now is a sound demo, but this video is over 10 minutes, so I'm out.